And welcome back to the Press Start Podcast. I'm your host, Vic, aka Mr. Never Chillin'. This is episode number 177. This week, I'm joined by my co host, Roger, aka Lunatic Oblivion. What's going on, bro?
Not much. Itching to play more games.
Heck yeah, man. There's definitely just a shit ton of games to play out there, and I'm just like, man, I gotta get through this one. I gotta get through this one so I can get to that one. And it's just like, man, it's never ending. But good thing it is like we're coming towards like the end of the year where like we're going to start to taper off now, where we're going to have some like a month or two to try and catch up on some of these games. We also do got the Game Awards coming up next month, which I already been prepping and putting together the our nominations for our event, which is like December 7th, I think it is. But yeah, man, definitely a ton of games to play, but let's just get right into it on what we have been playing. All right, man. So let's see here. Dispatch. I actually want to hear some more about Dispatch. Is this game continuing to be impressive, like an enjoyable experience?
Dude, this game is so good. Like every moment of it just feels awesome. It just hits on all cylinders all the time, and I am salivating every day for the next one to come out. I'm itching to play the next iteration of it at any moment. I cannot wait. It's one of those telltale games where, it's going to be released over the duration of a month. So every week I have to wait for the next episode, and I'm just like itching, waiting for that next episode to come out.
Gotcha. Does it do really well blending like the visual novel aspects of that
Gameplay.
gameplay mechanics as well?
Yep. That's where I'm at right now, is that gameplay mixed with the visual novel is just so well done. And it's not really a visual novel as so much as it is an actual like watching a video, just watching an actual TV show. I sit there and it feels like I'm watching an anime every moment, and I'm super excited about that.
Yeah. I remember when this game was announced, I was like, "Oh, this seems pretty cool." Especially because like I've been running through a lot of the Telltale games, even to begin with. Like I've beaten most of the Walking Dead ones. I think I have one more to beat. I beat Borderlands, the Tales of the Borderlands game, the newest one. I haven't beat the original, but I do want to check out Wolf Among Us, which these guys also helped develop, which I know that's critically acclaimed game. So yeah, man, this was a really interesting take, especially like the superheroes and stuff.
And like ad hoc, their only game is Dispatch so far,
Hmm.
and like it isn't a Telltale game, it just plays like one, and it plays really well.
Right. It's because it comes from the developers who made those games.
Mhm.
But yeah, oh yeah, definitely looks pretty cool. Do you think like the decision making, like when you had to choose your dialogue, has had played a major impact? Like, do you see the implications of that really well?
Yeah, it definitely does feel like the choices I make feel good, and like they definitely feel important at every moment along the way. Like within the first episode, you're already choosing, decisions that are permanent. And it's definitely one of those things where I wasn't prepared to like make a decision. So I let the game just decide for it. I ran out the fucking clock.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it let the
I
game.
feel
I was
bad
like,
when I
you
don't,
choose.
unless like it makes sense in the story. But yeah, I remember like playing through The Walking Dead, and, like you have to make like decisions on whether to save somebody or not, and you're just like, damn, like I'm truly deciding on whether this person lives or not. Like, fuck, that shit's hard. And like, if you genuinely care about that person, you're just like, oh yeah, I am. But like, you got to think about like the repercussions and like what could happen. Like, if you do bring them back, like, because someone else in the group might not like them or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, yeah, it was definitely tough in those games. But it just sucks that it's a PS5 PC exclusive. I wonder if it'll ever come to Xbox. Like, if not, then I'm probably just grab it on the PS5. But yeah, man, let's talk about another exclusive to the PC that you've been playing, and that's Megabunk. How's this game going? Is it holding you?
I have now beaten every difficulty on the only two maps that exist. So I'm kind of like done personally with the game for now. I hope it gets more content, but I felt like it was very short lived.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. Because I definitely do want to check it out because it's that the vein of like the Vampire Survivors and Ball Pit, which I'm about to talk about now. Because these games, man, I don't know what it is, but you just get that itch to want to play them and beat them because like the gameplay loop is very addicting, and Ball Pit definitely did that through to me till the very end. Because as you know, I did beat it. a few days back, and I was telling you how like because that last level you have to beat the final boss with 8 different characters. So each time I was going in, there were brand new twos. And my last two characters, I chose the guy who makes the game into turn-based combat, and then I also had it. So I had the other guy who chooses your upgrades for you. And my God, that was an interesting combination. But it took forever to beat the boss, like in that last level in the turn base, because it's literally like you get the aim and shoot and wait until all your balls are done, and then your turn's over, and then the enemy moves forward. Like I don't think the enemy got past halfway through the screen. Like I was just absolutely annihilating them, and I was just like, yeah, this is insane. And then like the final boss, because like he shoots so many projectiles, when it's your turn, like you just aim in any direction, and then next you know, like all the projectiles are off the screen, and you've already done massive amounts of damage to him, and it's like it's a night and day difference of playing it like real time versus the turn base. But yeah, overall, really good game. Very simplistic story. I mean, there wasn't really too much other than like the concept of it is like the fall of Babylon, and you're trying to rebuild the city from the supplies and shit that you get from the depths of all these like hell type levels. That's more or less the story. But the ending was really trippy. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's like looking through like a kaleidoscope with like all these fucking rainbows and colors, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
It was a weird ending. Straight up, that's all I can say about it. It was just straight up weird.
Yeah. I just feel like there was just so much more to do, like with the town and the upgrades and stuff like that. And I guess you could continue to play, like you unlocked like your new game plus, and there was like another level that gets unlocked, but it's like, yeah, I'm all right. I rolled the credits.
Yeah, same. I played credits. I was done ball pitting.
Yeah, I
It
didn't
was fun. It was fun while it lasted.
Control Alt Delete off my hard drive. Moving on to the next game though, so I ended up downloading Keeper from Game Pass, which is the new game from Double Fine, and I have not played it either of their Psychonauts games, but obviously people that do know those games know that those games are trippy, are really out there, and my God, is Keeper out there. You're literally playing as a fucking lighthouse, um, with a bird companion, um, who actually basically summons you in a way. Like that's how the story like really starts. Is like the bird is in trouble getting chased by these like these things here that you're gonna see on screen. Like this. I don't know, microorganisms look like bees almost, and then the fucking lighthouse ends up saving him. Like this is truly the beginning of the game. That's the first part of it. And now you're just really walking around the world just trying to like manipulate the world and solve certain puzzles with your light, and then you could tell the bird to go do stuff. You know, it's a very simplistic game, but it's a really like who the fuck was in their mind just going, let's make a game about a lighthouse that walks around and has a bird companion. Like sometimes it just makes you wonder like how some of these ideas come to fruition, you know.
What would you do today, Lighthouse Bird Companion? Huh?
Yeah, but yeah, overall I'm definitely curious to see like what is the overall like arch of the story, because like I saved the bird, but like I don't know where we're going. Like I don't know what we're trying to get to. We're just traversing this like magical looking world. And don't get me wrong, like the game is a looker. You know me and lookers, like the game looks fucking fantastic and beautiful and very artistic. There's a lot of points too where like you can see where like the developers wanted to showcase like how good the game looks, because there's like a lot of lookout points. Like you walk up to certain points and the map just like opens up and it's like, go ahead, take a screenshot. We know you like it. You know you want to. It's like, okay, screenshot. But yeah, man, it's been an overall great game. I believe it's a really quick game if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like a 3 or 4 hour experience. So might be something to check out. And it's on Game Pass, you know. Let me just double check on the length real quick on howlongtobeat.com. 4.5 to 5 hours. So yeah, nothing too crazy. You can roll through that in a few days and move on to the next
Yeah,
game.
move on.
Because there's so much to fucking play, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what other games you want to talk about here. Yeah, go ahead and pick one off your list here that you want to talk about, man.
All right, so I think the one I really want to talk about here is probably Battlefield 6. Like it's the
Mhm.
thing that's kind of enraptured my attention right now. Whenever I'm looking to like just play with friends like yourself or others, I'm like, just play some Battlefield. And the new Redsec is just actually really well done. It's just such a good battle royale. I was really genuinely surprised how well it plays out.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree. And like so far, like how the experience has been feeling to me, it's like it has like that Warzone vibe to it, but then like feels
Mhm.
really, really fucking slowed down to like a PUBG. Like you gotta play tactical. You can't be running and gunning, like slide canceling and jumping off walls and shit like that. Like this one, you if you don't fucking look both ways crossing the street, you're probably gonna get fucked up. Like this, you just will. Like you have to keep a head on a swivel. Like there are people every fucking where. Like there's not a second to fucking breathe sometimes. And then I do like the concept of the whole circle. Like you can't fight in the storm in this one. Like this is the only battle
Mhm.
like battle royale like that I know that you can't be in the storm at all. As soon as you do, dead, burnt to a crisp, and you actually start taking damage before the storm even gets to you because of the heat.
There's like a pre-storm storm.
Yeah. Oh, look at your hair, so beautiful. Um, but yeah, man, Red Sec's been a lot of fun. Like I was playing it today with Inhuman and Molly, and we were just playing 3-man quads with a random, and that was a miserable experience because of having that random. But like we were dropping like major kills, like anywhere from like I would say 15 to 22 kills a game, just going off doing mad missions, like getting crazy loadouts. But just having that, like you genuinely see like when you don't have that communication with all four people in your party, it's just going to
Mhm.
fall apart like instantly. You can't call out
Yeah.
anything. Like I'm trying to call it to the teammate. He's right next to you, but like a ping can only work so much, you know. Where I can be like, "Yo, Roger, right next to you." Like, "Oh shit, okay, cool," and like you can instantly react or like, "Hey, I'm over here," whatever. Like that's so fucking matters. But yeah, overall it's been fun, and obviously we've been playing some multiplayer, and that's the typical Battlefield experience, and been a lot of fun. And actually the Battle Pass has been pretty interesting too, like how they have it broken up into like four different sections, and then once you complete that, you get the elite and then the prestige section of the Battle Pass. There's a good bit of free stuff in there. There's enough battle points that you can get once you buy it. You can earn enough in there so you can just use those to buy the next battle pass. You buy one, you get them all more or less, unless you use those to buy skins, which is what they're banking on you to do, but don't necessarily have to because like this game, like they're sticking to like the more realistic looking of skins, even though they've been dealing with some issues. Oh, that green is too bright on his jacket, or the fucking blue smiley face. They didn't like the smiley face on his mask that he had. Like, nope, that's not realistic. Let's gotta remove that. And I'm like we're in this really interesting era of skins. Like Call of Duty has been going like way overboard with it, where like they're kind of regressing on that, and then Battlefield's like, we're gonna try and keep it realistic, but like add some fun to it because like there's only so much that you can do to keep it very mundane and realistic. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like it's about printing money. Like they have a cash shop for a reason. They don't want to keep selling you the same thing, but they may have changed the shoulder pad from facing up to facing down. Like, no, people are going to be pissed off about that. But yeah, Battlefield, man, great experience. I'm curious to see on how it gets affected with Call of Duty's release, which is really imminent in 12 days. You know, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Let's go ahead and talk about Ghosts of Yote, my friend. Man, it's a really great experience. Like I really, it's like a one of those like curses, but a good thing that I played Ghost of Tsushima earlier in the year because I feel like if I would have played this back when it came out, it may not be fucking with my perception of this game as much in a way because like I feel like Ghost of Tsushima when I played it in January of this year was a fucking flawless masterpiece of a game. This one I'm like it's doing everything exactly the same pretty much. A little couple twists and turns of here like adding the wolf, the different weapons in the game as opposed to stances,
It's a
slightly different
little less
story.
realistic in
Yeah.
some spots.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like I still think it's still hovering at like that 9 out of 10 scale. Like it's doing
Mhm.
everything right. It's just missing that like one thing. Like if I did the
Yeah.
half point scaling in my game in my scaling, it'd be a 9.5. But like I don't, I leave the half point scaling to like a 5 point scale because that actually makes sense. Because if you do like a 2.5, that's really a 5 out of 10 or something. But 9 and a half, what does that mean? It doesn't really do anything for me. But yeah, so as
Yeah.
of right now, it's sitting at a 9. The story could wrap up because I'm starting to see the story go from like this really big bloated story to like slowly narrowing in. And if that gets executed really well, I think the game could get to that 10 mark. And honestly, that was the same thing with like Tsushima because I feel like Tsushima, like, it really got to a 10 because like that midway to the end of that game, the story beats start to hit harder and the gameplay mechanics were already flawless. But like that story beat, when it starts to hit really well, that's where like just ties a knot. Like, oh, yep, there it is. Like that shit was a dope ass game now. So we'll see. I know I got a little bit to go. I think I'm working on killing the Kitsune, and I got to kill the brothers, and then I get to the Oni, which is the last person of the Ote 6. So we'll see. I got a little ways to go. And I think I'm only
Mhm.
about eight. I don't want to say only. I'm about 18 hours, 18, 19 hours into the game already. But it's also because I like to go and do a lot of side content. Like I like getting the wolf dens. I like going to the foxes and following them to the secret areas. I like going to the spas and getting better health. Going to the doing the fucking like parkour segments so you can get a new charm and stuff like that. And just all the different fucking
Forgot
things you
about
could do.
all of those things.
There's just so much to
Like,
do, and it just like it feels like the natural flow. It's like as soon as I finish with another one,
mhm.
you like see another one, you're like, ooh, and then you go to the next one. It's like,
I
oh
wanna do
man,
that. I wanna do that right now. I wanna do that. That looks fun. I should do that. Like,
it's like I swear I do like one story thing like every few days because I'm too busy just
mhm.
doing all of this other side content. Also, the painting in the game I was telling you guys about last week, or the learning new songs for my guitar that I'm playing in the game, and I'm just like, man, there's just so much to it. And then like it's
Mhm.
really dope too. Is like it has these like flashback scenes where like you press and hold the touchpad and it like changes the world to like when you were a kid and it's like instant, like you're changing the entire world. And I'm like, yo, like this is really dope tech. Like obviously we've seen it before, like with Ratchet and Clank having like two worlds loaded like that and
Yeah.
instantaneously into another one. Like there's no loading screens at all, just right into the other one, and now you're a kid, and now you're reliving memories like with your mom and dad who are obviously dead in the game. And it's just like, oh, like because you could see like some of the heartfelt moments on like how you learned to paint and how you learned to do this and what you went through this. And it's really cool. Like you fucking learn how to mend swords and actually upgrade your own sword, so you actually don't have a blacksmith in this game. Like you are the blacksmith, and you're actually using the controller to fucking beat the metal. Like you lift your controller up and go like this, and then you gotta fucking like flip the metal over, and then it's like hammer, and then you gotta fucking put it back in the fire. Or like when you actually go to cook, you actually gotta start the fire yourself. You gotta fucking use the touchpad and swipe, and then you put sparks into this fire, and then you gotta hit the
And
trigger.
start blowing in your controller.
You actually don't blow. I'm actually surprised. Like I'm genuinely surprised because we've seen that done in the Astro's Playroom game and Astrobot, but it's just like you press the triggers to blow and you see the wind blowing like from your mouth and it's like starting to fire, and I'm just like, that was cool at first, but
It's a
like
pretty fire.
every single time that you have to like cook and something like that, you have to do that like mini game, and I'm just like, skip. Like I don't want to do it no more. It was cool for like the first 5 times, but yeah, Ghost of Yotai, man, great game, great game. Any other games you wanted to cover, man, before we move on to this week's news?
No, well, I think I'm good for now.
Cool, cool. All right, man. Let's go ahead and check out the industry news. All right, man. Let's get an update from Warner Brothers.
So really isn't it's more of an update from Sony, and that is they don't want to buy Warner Brothers. They actually aren't going to be one of the people trying to bid for the Warner Brothers studio. They said that they can succeed not by the exact quote I should say is Sony Pictures Entertainment can succeed without pursuing scale alone, which is an interesting quote that they're essentially saying we don't need to build up, we just need to build better. And I think that honestly is where the industry needs to start going lately, because I find that the industry is failing to do what they need to do, and that is to actually give us content quality and not just like what Microsoft is doing, and that is just ramming everything down our throats.
Yeah, like we were talking about in the pre-show, it's like Xbox was in that damned if you did, damned if you don't moment. It's like before they
Mhm.
made all these purchases, they're like, Xbox has no games. They buy Bethesda, they buy Activision Blizzard King. Oh man, they keep shoving games down our throat. They have so much to do, and it's just like, what the fuck? You just said we didn't have to. Now we bought too much. But no, I definitely agree with you though, in the sense where like the consolidation of the industry, you could start to see the repercussions of it, because we do see a lot of layoffs because there are a lot of redundancy. But like if they weren't fucking bought out, those people wouldn't have lost their jobs.
Yep.
You know. So in the it's a double edged sword, because in the same sense, like a lot of those people that get laid off are the ones that go and create these new studios. That like is that like that phoenix moment. Like sometimes we get those like bangers from these studios, like you're playing right now, Dispatch, right? Dispatch was blossomed from a studio, like people from a studio that did really well from Telltale, and now they made a new studio. Like shit like that does happen.
Sometimes it does, and
Not
that's
always.
the other thing we have to take in. Yeah, sometimes it happens, and sometimes you get people who go on to be part of Amazon Studios, and they are unable to make a game that lasts.
Right.
Look at what we're going to talk about in the next segment, like
Yeah,
here, and when we talk about
look,
Amazon.
but look at Mind's Eye though, real quick, right? The game that I
Yep.
came out earlier in the year that I played, that was a hot fucking dumpster fire, because this game had so much fucking
Yeah.
potential, but it was made by developers from
Hmm.
Rockstar and all that massive, like, oh, these guys made GTA, so they're basically making a futuristic GTA kind of game, and it's like,
They're going to be so good, clearly.
yeah, not at all. So sometimes like they throwing the name out there, like, oh, they were X blah 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 devs. You're just like, oh, that sounds great.
Money, easily, clearly, duh.
Yeah. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, man, what's going on with Amazon?
Well, you
Oh yeah, I
had
got
the
it. My
Amazon
bad.
one. I had Nintendo versus Pal World here, and let's talk about this one.
Yeah.
That's crazy. In Japan, the patent application for the monster capture mechanic that Nintendo tried to do is officially dead in the water. They have been rejected by the Japanese patent court, said that they lacked an inventive step that made their idea unique, which is crazy to me. Like they were just
Bro,
like,
we
no.
literally called this. Like we called this. This is
Yep.
exactly what was going to happen. The court was like, there were things that came out before you did and did the exact same thing. So we can't give you the
Yeah.
patent. It just doesn't make sense. Like they explicitly said it in their fucking remarks. They were like,
Yep.
like all these other games. They started listing off all these other games that had the summon, like the capture and the summon mechanic, and they're just like,
Well, look at Final Fantasy. Every time you have like just the capture and summon, like, oh, you had to go find an Esper, you beat it, that captures it. Now you're gonna summon it in battle. What? Like, are you just, like not thinking about this?
right, yeah. So we knew that was going to fail. Obviously, we've seen it fail here in the United
Hmm.
States a few weeks back, but taking this blow in Japan, yeah,
Big L.
eat it. But yeah, that just boosts fucking Power World off the chart, man, because they do have some other stuff cooking right now as well. So we're actually going to cover that a
One,
little
it's
bit later.
over.
Yeah, shout out to Power World.
All right, so Vic, now that we finish that, let's talk about the thing you wanted to talk about really
Yeah,
badly.
yeah, Amazon. Amazon is loaded with news this week in the games industry. They make games? Question mark. Um,
Make games.
they are making significant cuts to their video game division, and man, just more fucking layoffs. And this is a lot. My God, 14,000 corporate jobs are being wiped out. Um, and they're moving away from MMOs like New World. So New World has ended its current development state, and they're kind of just. I was just like, damn! Like I remember when they were hyping this up, trying to be the WoW killer, and I'm just like, yeah, that didn't work. Ended up killing
Oh
themselves.
wow, killer.
But yeah, season 10 of New World, it will be the last update for that. It just sucks to see, man, honestly. But I don't know why Amazon is struggling, because out of all companies, I don't see where they would be struggling at in terms of money.
It
Like they're one
wasn't
of the
money.
biggest.
It's just they weren't making a profit because they weren't making anything good. Let's return to the same discussion. Quality,
Yeah,
like quantity, quality.
I don't.
Con, like
But to be honest,
what is going on?
I can't name any games from Amazon.
I can. New World.
Other than that one, I don't know. Like, genuinely
I,
don't know.
I I cannot remember another game other than without looking at the unnamed Lord of the Rings game that they were gonna do.
Right, which got canceled in the events of this. The Lord of the Rings MMO has been canceled or reportedly canceled. That one's not official, but I'm sure if the game that's already been established called New World got axed, then I'm going to assume that Lord of the Rings is going to as well. Which I'm
Yeah.
surprised because like I feel like that's one IP that could stick. Like New World is just a brand new IP out there, and it's just like okay, whatever. But like Lord of the Rings, like people are foaming at the mouth because they're drooling at the mouth because excuse me, they want Lord of the Rings content games. Like
Mhm.
people are asking for a lot of the old games to be remade. Those would be easy fucking cash grabs. Just do it. But yeah, the other one that just came out was Blue Protocol. I guess I didn't even know that was in partnership with Amazon. It was Amazon and Bandai Namco. I guess were coming together for that one. That was a mobile game. But yeah, the Amazon man just not putting anything out, but then also laying everybody off. Yeah.
Weird how that works.
It's almost like they're like Netflix, you know, like Netflix wanted to enter the games industry, but didn't really put anything out. They bought all of these
Mhm.
game studios out, put nothing out. Maybe one game here, I don't even remember. I think Oxenfree 2, which was a PlayStation and mobile exclusive game, which was weird because the first one came to Xbox. Let's cut everybody off and not make money, and then here we are cutting this fucking studio. Like stupid fucking decisions.
It's the downside of the corporate greed we've been dealing with for, 20 plus years now. Like,
Hmm.
let's just be honest. We'll call a spade a spade.
Yep. Yeah, man. All right. So enough of that. Let's talk about some other interesting news here. So for the Game Awards, which is next month on December 11th, interesting enough, Apple has been appointed to the Game Awards advisory board for the first time. Obviously, there's like a long list of different people that come together to help put the awards together, like figuring out who wins what, and because they all make the votes and stuff like that. But it was really interesting to see Apple because Apple is like they don't make games. Like they're really just a
Yep.
platform of where you can buy games, I guess. But like they're trying to like put their foot in the door, like, hey, we want to fucking be in this games industry, like put us in here, like, and they're obviously like a lot of their new Macs with the new chips, like they're capable of running like console quality games again for the fucking first time, in my opinion, because Macs were always a joke. Like we always use that joke, like, what do you do? I'm playing on a Mac because how long it's taking for it to load.
Like, that was me in college. We'd play League of Legends, and you're like, yo, man, who got the fucking MacBook here? Because everyone's like waiting for the game to load, and some guy'd be like, that was me.
Yeah.
Don't. Like, don't.
Yeah.
Please. Stop.
But I feel like
Uh,
Apple is ready to get in the ring for games. Like they have the infrastructure to do it. Like they could easily do it if they wanted to. It's just and they have the fucking money. If they wanted to buy
well,
developers, like because Apple is one of them that may consider buying WB.
mhm.
So like
And
that
then
that could
we
be a
just
way.
find that WB Games is gone for good.
Yeah, pretty much. The good old MacBook toaster with the
With
hamster
that
battery.
hamster
Yeah,
batter.
yeah, that fucking hot as shit ass battery. My God, on my MacBook Pro that I had back in like 2012, man, that shit got
You could cook a
hot.
fucking egg on it, dude.
I would always have to put like a pillow or something like underneath of it because it'd be burning my legs. Like, nah, fuck
Hmm.
this. And I didn't really ever do anything hardcore on it, like ever.
You looked at it wrong, and it was like, too hot.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's an interesting update on the Game Awards. Looking forward to covering that though next month. But last but not least, speaking of money, Nvidia has become the world's first $5 trillion company. Like my
Like, we know
fucking God.
why. Like, it's super obvious that this was gonna happen. They're literally pushing forward it's like if somebody owned all of the internet in the 90s. Like, yeah, they are they would become the most expensive company easily.
So they're like, I don't know how big AMD is, but like, I guess AMD doesn't even fucking come close to Nvidia
Hmm.
in, in sense of like value. And it's just like, man, I never realized like how big Nvidia is. But
Hmm.
But I mean, because like only thing I really know them for are just the GPUs.
Mhm.
But I guess like they're in the cloud space as well. I'm sure they're fucking working with AI, like all this other shit. Like they have a pretty big investment, big into tech. They've been around for a while. But why do you think they are so big? Like in general, like do you think they sell that many like GPUs and stuff, or is there
Oh yeah,
another?
easily. They're leading the AI revolution. That's what it is. And literally Donald Trump, I guess, just announced that they could sell to China recently. So like it,
I
it,
didn't know that they
it
couldn't.
stonks.
They stopped. They couldn't sell to China at all.
Yeah, it
Oh
was
wow.
because because we were using their chips to like lead the way to a market, and they just decided that they couldn't sell to them, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that
So
makes sense.
so you
And
think it'll be
now
a
they're
good
like,
thing
yep,
now?
go for it.
You think it'll be a good
No,
thing?
I don't think it's no, I don't think so. I think it's gonna kick us out of the race altogether for artificial intelligence. I think honestly, it's a dunzo thing now. We're kind of screwed. I think
It
a
was
little
kind of
bit.
like a cash grab, real quick. Like let's sell all this shit to China because
Yeah,
they have like a massive economy.
but now they're gonna pull ahead of us, and it could be a national security issue because with AI, if push comes to shove, the idea of encryption altogether is just going to be non-existent in the future. Like AI is going to just get rid of encryption altogether because it's going to be able to hack anything instantaneously. It's a whole crazy problem that like
There are a
being
lot of
able to
issues with
sell to
AI.
China.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
AI
just
is
seeing it
going
with
to destroy this
videos,
world.
like the videos that I've been seeing that have been AI generated from like Soma, right?
Well,
People have found a way to
well,
fucking just like blur out Soma, and it like the video genuinely looks real, and you cannot tell
yeah,
the
well,
difference
not
between.
only that, it's like the SNAP benefits. Fox News this week just reported that like, welfare queens are complaining that they're unable to get their SNAP benefits, and it was AI generated videos of black Americans being like,
Mm,
it's the government's responsibility to pay for the mouths of my 6 children, and it was just like super racist stereotypes,
yeah.
all fake generated, and I was like, oh
Jesus.
man,
Yeah. Yeah. AI needs to get checked. Like it needs regulated like massively.
it needed regulated yesterday, and
Yeah.
it's not going to be for the next 3 years, so we're in trouble.
Yep. Oh man. So that's everything for the industry news. Let's go ahead and talk about the fun stuff, and that's games. Like interesting enough, like we actually had a good bit of conversation for the industry news, but it's like everything we covered in the industry news, 9 out of 10 is bad. Like it's just like, fuck, it's Debbie Downer.
And
Let's fuck
we
the mood
always
up.
get the bad news out of the way early so that we can cover the fun news after, it feels like.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all about games, man. Let's play games, have fun. Everybody gets to enjoy having playing the games. But nonetheless, quick updates for Xbox. Reports are showing that Xbox is an upcoming event. Xbox partnership preview event in November, where Xbox Play Anywhere will be heavily showcased. So that's that. That'd be pretty cool. They got that, and then they'll be at the Game Awards, obviously. Excuse me. And then they got their big event in January, the Developer Direct. So they got a lot going for them. Hopefully they can get that momentum back because they've been in the down on the low right now. But
Mhm.
quick update for Xbox hardware. These are some details that have surfaced in regards to the next Xbox. It says the next Xbox will basically feel like a PC that can run multiple storefronts, which we kind of already knew, but it'll also still feel like a traditional console. And that's the biggest point is like when people buy consoles, they buy a console because what I talk about all the time is like they don't want to have to deal with shaders, they don't have to deal with drivers, they don't have to worry about going to the OS, updating all of this other back end shit, and then oh man, I got Microsoft Teams on my Xbox now for some dumbass reason. I don't need it. Or here goes Office 365. Like I don't need any of this stuff. Like I just want to play video games. Like they
Well, you
have
don't
to.
want a word process on your Xbox?
No.
What are you doing then, man?
um. So like that's going to be the key. Is like how can they truly nail the traditional console experience but still give you like that PC esque. Because I'm guessing like the PC thing is going to be like a 2 point thing. Like you can have multiple stores on this console, but then you can also then modify it at a later point. Like if you want to swap out parts, it'll be like easily like pop the fucking top off, boom, boom, plug and play. I'd be really curious to see how that fucking goes. But it says also that this will natively run games currently on Xbox Series consoles. This includes backwards compatible games, and the biggest part here is that I guess they are planning to remove the multiplayer paywall, the Xbox Live, like Xbox Gold, like everything that we've been paying for Xbox Live to even play Xbox will no longer be a thing. So it's just like about time. I never understood like for consoles is like if you want to play online on a console, you have to buy the subscription service. But it's like, bro, like I don't need that for PC. Like I already pay for my internet. Like that should allow me to access the internet. I shouldn't have to have a double fucking paywall to access the internet. So that'll be awesome to see
Eh,
there.
you're just bitching too much. That's clearly what the issue is.
Definitely. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. We got a lot of time before we get any concrete information from that. But Roger, what's going on in the PlayStation realm?
All right, so for PlayStation, we don't really have much happening right now except for services. PS Plus monthly free games were announced. You're going to be getting Stray, EA Sports WRC 24, and Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. So, like, honestly, not much.
How did they take a nosedive? Like I feel like the last like 3 months have been like bangers, like full
We're like,
fucking
oh man, do I get my subscription? Oh, it sounds cool. And then we just sit here and go, nah.
like this is like on par with the Xbox Games of Gold, like towards the end of the life
Hmm.
cycle of that, and you're just like, what am I getting for free? Like
Yeah.
what are these? Like WRC 24, like that was last year's game. Like why can't I get this year's game? Like don't get me wrong, let's not downplay Stray. Like it is not a bad game, like not a good game at all. Stray was a really good fucking
But
indie game.
like, if you have PSN Plus, you had it to play for a while
Exactly.
in their fucking version of Game Pass. You had it day and date.
Yeah, now you get to own it though for free.
Just honestly, not really much. And like Nintendo's also not firing on all cylinders. Like their big announcement this week is we're getting the Resident Evil Generation Pack for the Nintendo Switch 2, which yeah, it looks cool and all, but it's just like a small bundle of Resident Evil Requiem, 7, and Village. Like, meh.
Yeah. Really, really interesting. Yeah. Nintendo, man. It's really interesting. Like Nintendo just does whatever and it just works somehow. Like I just don't get it.
But yeah, all right. Real quick though, let's talk about the cool news this week, which honestly seems interesting to me. What is the studio behind PUBG doing?
Yeah, man. They got a new game coming out and it's called Prologue Go Way Back. I don't think there's an official trailer out for it yet. Let me see if they do.
It's an open world survival game, I guess,
Here's
is
the
the idea.
announcement trailer. Yeah, so there's a announcement trailer. Yeah, so this is like an open world um, survival game. It's you know looks interesting. It's definitely a different take on from their PUBG days. But clearly you can see like a lot of the assets that were used in PUBG are here in this
Hmm.
game, which kind of makes sense. Like why not?
It's what you do with an engine, you know?
Yeah. And then like you can clearly like customize like how you want your game to play out and whatnot. But it's pretty cool to see like all the different weather effects, like the real time weather change and whatnot. The day and night cycle. Like I want to know
Like
like,
in one of the
how.
trailers, a roof literally gets ripped off the fucking house he's in.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see like how this world, like how this game really plays out. But what's your thoughts, man? Like, cause I know like we're getting to the point where like there's so many fucking like survival games, open world survival
Like
games, and it's like, what is this one
for
going to do
this,
different?
yeah, like I'm not looking to just like play a survival game where I run around and survive. Like I don't need that. Not in it. Count me out, bro. I want something new and unique. Like, give me a story. Like, this looks like an awesome engine. Give me a story. Why am
Yeah.
I going way back? What am I doing?
And what is it a prologue to?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, the interesting part is like it does the same kind of concept as like what Minecraft does, where it generates a new
Hmm.
map every time you play. And equipment is very minimum, and then it'll have like a compass and a map and stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
not much to really go on. It does enter early access on the 20th, so in just under 3 weeks.
It's interesting sounding, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Vic, what is the other Battle Royale game doing?
You know, we're going to be playing in The Simpsons in Fortnite. Like, who saw this coming? I mean, other than
Hmm.
all the leaks and the rumors that were fucking going everywhere, but the entire map is literally just the world of The Simpsons, and
Hmm.
it looks badass. I'm not even gonna lie. I cannot hold you. Like this shit looks fucking dope, dope as fuck. And this is the only
Yeah.
game that could pull this off. Like, you imagine if Call of
Yeah.
Duty tried to do this, you'd be like, what is going on?
Why are you like this?
Like, I'm
But
I'm
no,
curious to check this out. Maybe I might have to like hop in and just say I like I feel like this is like one of those moments in gaming history.
I just like I hope it's a no they have a no build version of it though. That's what I hope.
Yeah, be really interesting. But yeah, the map is pretty dope though. I don't know if they have a image of the map, like the overview.
Hmm.
Yeah, probably not. But yeah, man, it's not like a massive map, but like it's a pretty decently sized map. I feel like in comparison, it might be to like Redsec, because like Redsec isn't like that huge of a map, but like it still has like a decent size. But yeah, man. But the other thing coming out of Fortnite, so this one just like leaked yesterday, I think it was, maybe the day before, and being backed by a lot of creditable people. Excuse me. Harry Potter could be the next crossover event in Fortnite, and I'm just like, man, they can literally just do whatever they want in Fortnite, and this is going to sell bonkers. Like, Harry Potter is hitting on all cylinders right now with Hogwarts Legacy, the new show coming out, um, and then just doing any crossover events is would make sense. Why not? But we're
I
gonna be
mean,
like it's
money,
gonna be an
it's
ability,
still
Wingardium
yeah,
Leviosa, and start fucking throwing people across the map. Or Vada
fucking
Kedavra, I killed
Thanos
him.
snap them off the map. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I'm really curious to see how like Harry Potter plays into this, but only time will tell. All right, man. Let's go ahead and talk about Pocket Pair again.
Yeah, weirdly enough, Pocket Pair is releasing a new game called Cassette Boy. It is a puzzle action RPG inspired by quantum mechanics. They said you rotate the map, but anything you cannot see ceases to exist. So if you can't see something on the map anymore, it just doesn't render anymore, I guess. It looks interesting. I'm really interested to see what they do with it. But I don't know. It definitely got an interesting a different just a different thing to it.
Yeah, it's like it has like that old like Game Boy like design to it,
Feels like Legend of Zelda to me.
but it's like the ability, because like in those games you could never like turn the entire map. Like the map was always
Yeah,
facing the
exactly.
same way at all times, and this one is just
This
like,
reminds me of Fez. It reminds me of fucking Fez. That's what it is. That's what I couldn't think of.
yeah, good old 8-bit, exactly, Philipper. But yeah, that was an interesting announcement coming from Pocket Pair. Obviously they publish a lot more games now other than their Power World games. Yeah, they got Power World, they got
Hmm.
that Power World farming simulator that's coming up soon, and now they got this one as well. So really curious to
Yeah,
see what
and
that is.
then and lastly, the game that so many thought was going to just be a bust and die super fast. If, honestly, surprised it's on its like third or fourth update now.
Hmm.
Peak is getting a new biome, new items, new badges, and other things dropping on the 5th this month. With their release teaser video, it looks like literally there was in one scene a spider that literally just down onto the player below, rips them into the tree, and they're gone, just fucking dead.
Yeah, that'll
Like
that'll be interesting to
I'm
check out.
sold. Oh man, it looks fun. It really does. I'm excited to play some of this stuff.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Definitely give it a go. Because I mean, when we do hop in a peak every once in a while, it's always a good time.
Hmm.
It's just not a game that I'm not going to invest a shit ton of time in, but it's always that time that you actually enjoy it.
You enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those games, like if you put too much time into it, you probably won't enjoy it anymore.
You stop enjoying it like you used to.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that is all the gaming news we got this week. Is a rather quiet week. There's just a lot of games to play right now is the thing, and obviously we're building up into the let's sell games, let's push games. It's the holiday season. We got the Game Awards next year, and whatnot. So
It's the
and
quiet.
yeah,
It's the quiet before the storm.
because we know once January hits, that's a wrap. Because there's gonna be games coming out every fucking week, events every
Well,
other day. Like it's gonna be nuts. January, February, March, and then leading into GTA 6's release in May, which as long as that doesn't change,
mhm.
is gonna be insane.
And even now, it's got a lot of things going on. Like we just have genuinely a lot of things happening. Like Outer Worlds 2 came out last week. This week we've got the new Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors coming out. It's just like things are just coming all over the place. We've just got a lot going on, which is really cool.
What a sentence. Things are just
We
coming
got a lot of things coming
all over the place.
all over the place, coming everywhere.
That was an epic sentence. That might be the episode title.
You're welcome. Things are coming.
Yeah, right.
Insert sound effect.
All right, man. Any last comments or remarks before we close out this week's episode, man?
No, man, I titled the episode. It's all your turn now.
All right, man. We do want to thank everyone who came through and checked us out live here on Twitch. Anyone does check us out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. But Roger, where can the community find you at, man?
You can find me here Sundays or on the Discord.
And of course, you can check me out at Twitter at Mr. Never Chillin _. Xbox is X Never Space Chillin. If you want a game party up, hit me up there. I do play on PlayStation as well, which is VBrew24. Facebook is Vic Brewbacher for any questions, concerns, if you want to come on a show. And I do have a Twitch, twitch.tv / Mr. Never Chillin. I'm thinking about starting my streaming again after the new year. May test it a little bit before then, but tune in for a lot of more content. I do just got this wonderful tripod for my phone. It has a beautiful light on it. And I'm going to be doing some reviews, like video 1 minute reviews of video games that I do beat. So be on the lookout for that content soon. But we do want to thank everyone again. And until next week, peace.
Press Start Podcast.